Where was I? La 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 la.
Okay. So, what Dahlia you were asking? So
Yeah.
So Quetzal and I talk every week, and sometimes those conversations on Monday are very, very like conversations you have at 3:00 in the morning where you're tired out of your mind, but like
Because it's Monday.
but everything's so funny. We had said Mickey Mouse, but we said it wrong, and we
Murky
cannot.
Mouse?
No, and we said it wrong, and we do not know what it was. We did not write it
can't
down.
remember.
We didn't do anything, but we
can't
made
remember.
a whole backstory. We had a whole look for this fucking dude.
You know,
This defunct Mickey Mouse.
the fucking Mickey Mouse was supposed to be called Mortimer Mouse, so is it along that dirty line?
I mean, it's dirty. In
the way
not
that
Mortimer,
like
though.
very like gutter from the gutter.
Very, very from the depths of the gutter.
Y'all call him
came-
Michael Mouse all the time, so like
I thought it was like was it Mick Mouse, Mike Mouse, but no,
No, it
it's
was
like
something so like
so personal.
Macro
Something
Mouse,
so fucking personal.
God.
Macro Mouse.
Michelin Mouse.
These are all Mickey Mouse's drag names.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome Michael Mouse.
God, I
La
literally
la 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 la.
That's their intro song. Clearly, we're not in our right minds today.
I'm literally crying. Oh my god.
Tequila's deep, mimosa's
I'm
deep.
spitting.
But anyway, we every time we talk, I think on Monday too, we always are like, what was his name? And like we always think about it, but we cannot think of it. And Quetzal was saying that it's gonna hit them one time in the middle of the night, and they're gonna wake up like.
One day. I hope to be
One
part of
day.
that conversation.
I was saying, like, I'll be like at the fucking altar, like about to say my vows, and it'll be like,
The worst possible moment.
Michelin.
Not the Michelin tires. Not the Michelin stars.
Not the Michelin Mouse.
Anyway, the reason why are we doing this?
Hey, so
Prefacing.
we are we're prefacing here because we've been taking a little breaky from recording. So we decided in honor of the 1-year anniversary since we started recording to release an episode we recorded very, very early on in this in our career, a very lucrative career.
Right. It was between episode 4 and 5.
Yeah, because we recorded
Yeah.
this one after Pulp Fiction.
Yeah, and it was like before we even started doing like cold opens or had like, quite a feel for how we were doing things. So it was just chaos.
Very
Madness.
early on, because Dolly and I were talking about that earlier. How like when someone's like, "Oh yeah, I listened to a few episodes," I didn't even ask
Which
which ones because I feel like our earlier ones are a little rough, but like our newer one are as we've gotten to the flow of things and gotten more comfortable doing this, like they're so much better. So this would fall along the categories of the earlier ones.
The
The
dark
early
days.
The dark timeline, and this is a very special episode because this is finally an episode where we get to feature our loved one, our muse, our
It
icon,
sure is.
Our
legend.
muse minus Dahlia.
I'm sorry. Do you mean the very famous, lucrative Jam Ramcom?
Mr. Jam Ramcom.
Otherwise known as...
James Ranson.
But of course...
But of course. And so this is going to be a real treat. A real fucking treat.
Yeah, I don't even like remember. I don't really remember what was said.
It's kind of like a little time capsule episode, right? This bonus
Yeah,
episode is a
absolutely.
time capsule episode.
Yeah.
It is. All I remember was how excited we were to show you this movie and how unhype you were to watch this, Dahlia.
Yeah, I was basically forced at gunpoint in my own living room. You guys, you have to watch Jam Ramcom in this cowboy movie. And you know what?
He's hot.
Look. It took only one gift to be like, all right.
Well,
I'll feed into it.
It was one picture, and you were like, I see it. And we were like, that's enough for us.
Not Gilligan.
Let's go.
Which is also funny enough the name of my dog now. Gilly Martin.
So this a very special character to us. And honestly, there's not really a reason to that we watch this other than the fact that it was Jam Ramcom looking like a fucking cowboy.
He looked fucking
like,
good.
Not like a, not a fucking like, like buzzed about movie, just some straight up, just love.
I also, obviously we're releasing this bonus episode because we have been taking a break, and we kind of ran into a small issue of not having
bandwidth.
The bandwidth and being able to all sit down to record in time for this upcoming episode. So Antonio's not here for this small cold open because of that, but we wanted to give a small intro to this episode because it is
so worth it.
It's so worth it, and it's so early on that it'd be so different from what we do now.
Yeah, it's a very special episode.
Also, this movie is directed by Ty West, and he has a new movie out with A24 called X.
A gift from us to you, Ty West.
Ty West,
thank you. Pretty awesome. Those were pretty good films.
Yeah, I mean, Antonio and I saw X, and when we were walking out, we were talking about like his other movies, and Antonio doesn't really like them. He was like, I like one, and I was like, well, which one do you like? And he's like, the one we all like, which is In a Valley of Violence.
La, la,
this
la,
one.
la, la.
I liked In a Valley of Violence. I liked The Sacrament. The Sacrament was really good. X was
love
really
The
good.
Sacrament.
The Sacrament was so fucking good. So I like.
You made me watch that.
I like that movie. It was so good. So I like Ty West. I think he's a really good director, and X was really good. And apparently it's going to be a trilogy. So
that's amazing. I mean,
okay.
Yeah, we're going to see more of his stuff. Yeah, so this is relevant in a way because, and I read somewhere that he was going to stop making movies. Like, he wasn't going to make any more movies. And then he wrote X, and A24 was like,
I gotta have that. I want that.
And now he's making a trilogy, so I think that's really awesome.
With that, here are our voices from a year ago.
You're welcome.
Guten Nacht.
Guten Tag.
Guten morning.
Good.
La, 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 la.
All right, bye.
Bye.
Hey, welcome to Sit Down, Loser. We're watching a movie. My name's Dahlia.
I'm Sky.
I'm Antonio.
And I'm Quetzal.
And we're just four angsty cowboys who watch movies that everyone else has watched, except one of us is a loser who hasn't. Today, a bonus episode. We're watching a film that is neither famous nor beloved, but we're making Dahlia watch it anyway. I can't even talk. I'm just so excited to watch this. In the Valley of Violence, made in 2016 by Ty West. Now, why did we pick this?
James Ramcom.
James Ranson.
Or as he's colloquially called by my mouth.
Ooh.
Jam Ramcom.
I just love him.
So who's our lucky loser?
Wait, Dahlia. We're making Dahlia watch this.
I've never seen this movie.
No, she is not. I just want to explain to our listeners, who probably know by now, how much we love James Ranson.
You've mentioned him in every episode so far.
But people don't know is that we created 2 whole nights in which we watched nothing but James Ranson films just because we love him so much.
And let me tell you, there were some rough films to get through.
Man.
This one though was one of the ones that we were all like, that was a good movie.
Mm-hmm. It was fantastic.
It's a Blumhouse movie,
which I am super just impressed by, the range and diversity, because Blumhouse is usually horror. Now we got a Western. That's not even something that people do often.
No.
And boy, do I love westerns.
I
Yeah,
do love a cowboy.
It's a modern day Western, guys.
Cowboy. It's
Man,
the
we're
eye candy
super
for me.
excited for this one.
Cowboy.
We're super horny for this one, guys.
Wait, how does that vine go?
Cowboy, I love you.
Wow.
I've never seen that vine.
I'm sure we pulled it up for you when we,
We
watched
will.
this.
We will.
Because me and Quetzal like kept referencing that when we were watching this movie because he's a cowboy
And we love him.
and we love him.
We don't know why we love him, but we just do. We just do, and Dahlia just puts up with it, and we love her for it. Thank
He
you,
has
Dahlia.
sad boy eyes.
He's a
and,
very
I
handsome
can't.
guy. Yeah, and that's something I think we've bonded over as guys, like sad boy eyes. We do be loving sad boy eyes, and he does have them. And I really only needed to
He
see
does
him.
have eyes.
I only really needed to see him in like one movie, which I think was like, I had seen Sinister, which is so funny because like that was where I probably first ever saw him, and then in the It movies. So I don't have really any track record at all, except for that you guys are absolutely infatuated with him, and I'm just here.
He really stole our hearts.
Jam Ramcom.
Yeah.
And I keep saying his name wrong, and I'm sorry if you're listening to this. I know your name.
Please,
I
please
know your
DM
name.
us.
I know your name
Hey.
is James Ranson, and I know that, but I'm gonna keep calling you that. And
Because
maybe
it's just stuck now.
And
maybe
maybe-
you want to reach out about that. That's okay. We have our email listed. Contact us.
Please contact us.
What was the first thing y'all saw him in?
Please contact us.
Please clap.
Blink if you like us.
What was the first thing we saw him in?
You guys
I
saw
saw
him
him
in.
in Sinister.
That was the first thing.
Technically,
Sinister and Sinister 2.
technically, yes. I first saw him in Sinister, which I was like, oh my god, he was in the first one? And you were like, yeah, he was the cop. And I was like,
Yeah.
he was the cop. And then I saw him in It Chapter 2. And then I watched my favorite movie of all time, Sinister 2.
Yeah, see, I watched Sinister 2 and I was like, man, this is not it. And I can't believe he's gonna be playing Eddie. But it's not about you. It's not you, James. It was the writing. It's okay. I forgive you.
Nuh-uh, girl, you thought it was... I remember that.
Yeah, well, I didn't know. Hey, James Ranson has the range. Okay, we gotta stop. Dolly, what do you know about this movie?
Cowboys and Jam Ramcom.
Excellent.
That's about it. I feel like maybe I'd seen a trailer. I don't know. I seen some scene or whatever. It was like a shootout scene, high noon type of thing. And I don't know. It just, that's all that I know about it. It just kind of takes me back to my thoughts of like Westworld. And I don't know if you guys have seen that. I think Antonio has. Love Westworld.
I've seen Westworld.
It's
Or
like
some of
also
it.
First episode.
it's also about like cowboys and stuff. And I don't know if it's going to be one of those like Westworld white hat, black hat moments, which is kind of like choose your role. Are you going to be the villain in this story? Or are you going to be the good guy? And I'm a white hat guy, but I have no idea if this is that type of movie. If it's a Blumhouse, I don't know. If it seems like it's coming out of left field a little bit because I only know Blumhouse as like the horror films, and I like them. I think that they've been great. The ones that I've seen with you guys, actually, I've never seen more Blumhouse films than I have being friends with you guys. So
Because they're good movies.
They are.
They are
really quality
really
movies.
good movies.
So
They're just
I
well
can-
thought out normally.
yeah, all I can expect is that it's going to be good. And also Cowboys. I love Cowboys. My favorite Disneyland, part of Disneyland is Frontierland too. So like, aside from New Orleans Square, obviously. That's my bias number one. Anyway, I'm just like here, ready for a little, wow, this ride in the wilderness. Jam Ramcom.
It's a wild ride. It's a wild ride.
Do I need some popcorn for this?
You
Maybe.
might.
Oh, shit.
I need
am
to
out of
be
popcorn.
hosed down is what I need.
We need to be hosed down with cold water.
Executed.
More so that.
Just taken out back and just hosed off with the cold water.
Yeah.
Just like in
Down,
Pulp
girl,
Fiction.
down.
Get it.
Go on, get.
I mean, are you guys going to be extra thirsty in this film? Because
Yeah.
your main
Duh.
guy's in it?
Absolutely.
Man, I've been wanting to rewatch this one. Maybe I like Western films now.
Who else is in this film?
Ethan Hawke.
Well, here we go. Look at the list.
Ethan Hawke.
Take a look, Dahlia.
You know, for as much as we talked up Jam Ramcom in this one, he's actually not the main character.
Let me be the one to take a look, even though I'm the loser usually. Like, usually the loser doesn't do the actors, but Ethan Hawke, I do know Ethan Hawke. That's his best friendo, who was also in Sinister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they're like BFFs.
The first one.
Taisa
Are they gonna kiss?
Are they gonna kiss?
I don't know, are they?
With a fist.
Oop.
Taisa Farmiga, who is in American Horror Story, because I watch a lot of TV. James Ranson, of course, obviously. Karen Gillian, I don't know who that is. John Travolta.
Karen's in Guardians of the Galaxy. She's
Nebula.
Ah, yes, okay. I know
She's
her.
in Doctor Who too, which I've never seen, but she's one of the
Doctor what?
companions.
Doctor Who?
Doctor
Who? Who?
I'm out of the Hot Topic days, dude. I don't know shit.
I never watched Doctor Who. You couldn't pay me to watch a Who. Who?
Oh, so did you watch Doctor Who?
No, bitch, I just said
No,
I didn't.
Bitch.
Sorry, I was looking up. I'm still looking at
Do I
her
look like a
filmography.
bitch?
What are we talking about?
So the last person we were talking about was
Karen Gillian.
but John Travolta is also
No,
in
sorry,
this movie.
Karen Gillan. Sorry, Karen. Oh my God, I butchered that.
Karen.
I've been drinking. Anyway, these already seem like pretty standout people. I'm curious to know how they're going to be in this, but you know, I have no expectations going into this. So if I come out here and I hate it, I'm going to be deceased before I even come back to the second part of this episode.
no.
Obliterated on site.
My friends will destroy me.
No, we won't put it past you. If
A
you don't
new
like it.
butthole.
We
is coming.
obviously are very, very biased on why we love this movie.
And I'm scared.
That's also, I think it was a decent movie.
You guys were all
Yeah, I
like, you haven't seen this movie, Dahlia? All of you guys, like, that was your whole entire body, and I'm just like, if I hate this movie, they'll hate me.
No, it's not a
No.
famous movie or anything.
It's not famous at all. Actually, I think we might be the only 3 people in the world that's ever
No,
seen it.
but the problem here is you guys care about it. And if I don't care about it, and I don't care about a lot of things,
We care
about it
forgot
for
about the most
one
important
reason.
actor of
you
this
the wrong
movie.
way. You guys are gonna be like, I'm leaving your house. I'm out of this box.
No, it'll be fun. It'll be fun discourse. We promise. We'll love you. We love.
I
you
just want to see some
regardless.
cowboys.
Oh, and you're gonna see
You like westerns, right?
You do like westerns. Did you like John Wick?
Oh, I've never seen any of the
Oh
John
my
Wick.
Oh, is it really? I don't pay attention
It
to
is.
the
It's
list.
for Dahlia. I put it on the
Oh.
list.
And for me,
And for you.
I
But
can't-
we
Oh,
forgot
it
the
was
most
for you
important
too.
actor, Jumpy.
Oh, Jumpy.
uh,
It's a dog.
buh.
Dog actors,
are the best actors.
the best actors. Give them the Oscars, dude.
Okay, give them all the Oscars.
Is there
Other
anything
people.
I should know going into this?
That we should know going into this.
Anything I should know going
Oh,
into
you should
this?
know. Well, for bonus episode viewers, if you use the website doesthedogdie.com, this does technically count. So,
Wait, do I see a lot of it?
we'll watch the movie. It's definitely something that you're gonna have to sit through either way. I didn't sit through the scene in John Wick where the dog dies. We all know that's why that happens, right?
You guys knew that about
What we
John
do
Wick,
now.
right?
I did know that about John Wick.
Okay,
I
thank
didn't
God.
know that about John Wick. Yeah.
I think everybody
Okay.
knew that about John Wick.
I was like,
Well-
that would be an awkward situation if you didn't know
Well,
that.
can I
at
be
all.
honest? I knew that about John Wick because you guys just mentioned it when we watched this film, and that's when I found out.
Oh,
shit.
sorry. Sorry.
we
ruined-
didn't. We weren't even
even
know
doing
we
a-
were going to do a podcast.
Yeah, but
You didn't care about my feelings until we started doing a podcast.
we still don't care about you.
Anytime we talk about a movie, though, we're always like, "Oh no, we got to save this for the podcast." It's like,
Oh,
always
we
a
do
second
try to
thought
do
now.
that.
Yeah, we keep that on lock now. But I think that would probably be the only thing going into this movie, because when we were watching it, that was very hard to watch. I did not like watching that.
Okay, because I would like to be emotionally prepared for this because
I
I,
will
will
let you know.
cry.
but I will let you know.
We'll let you know.
Yeah.
Okay.
Honestly, I still never saw that part of John Wick, the first one.
I know you keep saying that. I heard you the first time.
Oh, my bad.
I've never had a vanilla frosty.
Oh my god.
That's an inside joke, so that makes no sense.
I
but-
don't know what that means, but I'm like, okay. That was very like out of left field.
We never told you that story?
Do you want to know the story? We might as well.
Do I
honestly.
It's a
want
bonus
to know.
episode. They can know the story.
Yeah.
These
So-
are our
Let me
friends
tell
now.
you a story.
So, you know what? You go ahead. You start telling it. I'll take over.
Okay, so I'm telling this story, or we're talking about getting Wendy's and whatnot, and I'm like, oh, maybe I'll get a vanilla frosty, and
Nope. Okay, let me take over.
So what happened was.
So what happened was you came home and you brought Wendy's and you got I think you got a chocolate frosty and a vanilla frosty, and you asked me which one I wanted, and I was like, I don't care, and you were like I'll take the vanilla frosty. And we were eating, and then after we ate, you started eating the frosty, and we were on the couch, and you were like, I don't think I've ever had a vanilla frosty, and I'm not paying attention. Like, I heard you, but I'm not paying attention because our fucking dishwasher was making the weirdest noise. And I'm like looking, and you're like, yeah, it makes that noise. And you're like, but I've never had a vanilla frosty before.
I feel like I said it 3 or 4 times.
Yeah, like you said it a bunch of times, and I was like, yeah, I know, I heard you the first time, but I need to know about our dishwasher.
The house is on fire. I never had a vanilla frosty.
But I've never had a vanilla frosty.
Yeah, it was just...
The house being on fire can be dealt with at a later date.
It
but I
was just so important to him that I knew that he had never had a vanilla frosty.
I never saw that scene in John Wick.
Oh lord.
So it was, yeah, but anyway. But I think that's it.
I'll say it right now. I think everyone should watch this movie at least once.
Girl, we already know. We need to know what Dolly
I'm
is gonna
literally
say.
held at gunpoint here.
We broke both of her legs. We have tied her to the chair.
I'm here against my will. I'm watching this movie. Can I have
All
a
right,
drink
guys.
of water, please?
No.
No, after the movie, you can have water.
I don't think I've ever had water before. I've ever had water before.
All right, guys. On
right,
that note,
okay,
I
okay.
think we'll see you on the flip side.
Yeah.
See you on the flea side.
All right. We're back. Better than ever. Dahlia, you're loopy. Please summarize this for our listeners.
Yeah, I got a little sleepy there at the end because it's usually my bedtime right now, but it's even worse for Quetzal. Can't complain. But let's see. So what had happened was that our main character, Ethan Hawke, guy, I guess his name is Paul. I feel like we heard that a couple times.
It's Ethan Hawke.
So Paul rolls into town and he like encounters a drunk and he's like, I'm going to Mexico, and then he's like, there's a town over yonder in the valley. And then so he's a good guy and he shows us that he's a good guy, but then he goes into town and realizes that the priest was right. Like he warned him that it's a town of like, terrible people, and he just, as soon as he steps in, it's like fucking terrible ass people, and they just keep showing that they're terrible ass people, and then the dog dies.
And then the dog dies.
They're like, get out of town, you. And then he's like, fine, I'll get out of town. I don't give a fuck. And then they come after him anyway. And he's like, I'll kill every single one of you because they hurt the dog. And then the dog died. Yeah, Ethan Hawke spends the rest of the movie killing the people that killed his dog because he has such a big attachment to his dog. And it was pretty crazy. It was a lot of in-between time waiting, but he does it. And then that's it. I guess he kills them. And I was a little sleepy at the end. I don't think he rides off into the sunset with that young girl. I think he was just appreciative of her. And then the movie ends. We just kind of pan out of the town where there was a dead John Travolta. And a really sick score happens. Does that sound
That's
accurate?
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
that's
very
pretty-
good.
Pretty solid.
Also, I do want to say it's not just like, oh, he's very attached to a dog. This dog's amazing.
This dog is amazing. Like, unbelievably amazing. This dog this entire time has, like, been so happy and amazing and like excited, does all of the right tricks. I was wholeheartedly believing that this dog is not just looking off camera at its trainer to know what it needs to do next. It was acting.
That dog was method acting. That dog needed an Emmy, a Grammy, an Oscar, a Tony, full EGOT. All of the above.
Jumpy.
Oh, Jumpy. This is for Jumpy. I'm going to put in the summary dedicated to Jumpy.
Yeah.
Yes, we found out the dog has passed away since the movie came out, and it is survived by puppies.
Yeah, that was nice to hear. Thanks for sending that article. That was nice.
We love Jumpy. He does great work.
This is for you, Jumpy.
So after having been forced to watch this at gunpoint,
Well, don't put it like that.
yeah, I mean, after having watched this at gunpoint, I think it was worth it, you know? It's definitely, I don't know if it's a movie I'd watch again, because, god damn, just Jam Ramcom just annoyed me.
No, that's fair, though. He was annoying.
That's fair.
He
He's
was
a little
annoying.
bitch.
But man.
Oh,
Man.
God.
Man.
Oh, God.
Oh, man.
I mean, he was
Oh,
handsome,
fuck.
but he really turned me off. Like, again, as I said before we went off to watch the movie, it's like a black hat, white hat moment. And white hats are good guys, black hats are bad guys. And although he was wearing, because he is the marshal's son, he's a deputy of the town, he's still a bad guy because he's crooked. And I'm just like, I just couldn't get behind that. And besides his little dimple, the dimples action that was happening,
guy.
I was like, you're so handsome, but I fucking hate you. Because he actually has crazy eyes in this movie. Like, I know he has sad boy eyes for the most part, like in most of his films, but like his crazy boy eyes really turned me off.
It's called range.
Well, he do have it, but I was just so like, oh, so annoyed. And I really just hated, like, you could not just leave well enough alone that after this stranger comes into town, your dad is like, I don't even want to pick a fight with you. I hate that you're here. I don't want to pick a fight with you. Just leave. Just don't come back. And then you just go make it worse.
Yeah.
Like picking at a scab when you know you're not supposed to. Just pick at, you make it work. Why are you doing this? Like, just why? And then he does the worst thing that a villain can do, is that you never watch the person die. Typical Dr. Evil move. Here we are again, Austin Powers. But like, he
If you're
didn't
gonna
watch...
kill someone, make sure there's no pulse.
Exactly. Like, you should have killed me when you had the chance, you son of a bitch. Now I'm back again to murder you. And I mean, I think it was pretty crazy. I really felt like Ethan Hawke was not going to kill somebody. You know, like maybe he could have spared some stuff, but he truly was like, bah, 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 you're dead. And the thing I didn't like the most, I think, was the whole shootout between Gilly and Ethan Hawke. Paul?
Tell me why you didn't like that shootout.
Because...
So Gilly is James Ransom. Just to be clear, Gilly is James Ransom. He's the bad guy. For the listeners,
And I was like,
we're not going to watch this.
It was like in the endy part, and I was getting kind of sleepy by then. But correct me if I'm wrong. John Travolta, the marshal, dad, is standing in between, and he's kind of like, I don't want this to happen. He's like, come on, you guys, like, we can settle this. And it's like, you know, Ethan Hawke, he's got a vendetta. He's like, I gotta. You did it. And so John Travolta, like, puts himself in between and just gets shot at from both sides, from his son, from the stranger, and he just dies. And I feel like that was so senseless and dumb, you know.
Don't
I feel
have
like
kids.
Let me tell you what I love about that scene. Let me give you the contrast. Let me tell you what I love about that scene. I love that Gilly shoots his dad, then runs over and goes, "Do you guys see what he did? He did this."
I love that. I also love that it went on
It's
for
so petulant.
so long.
They
Longer
shot
than
John
I
Travolta.
remembered.
They shot John Travolta so much that he stayed upright the whole scene, and it was so funny. This is what I like. I don't like westerns, but this movie for some reason was so funny to me.
Like the 12 different camera angles. Pop, 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 pop.
Yeah, that was also funny.
So much like opposing forces. He just has to go upwards. The only force left was upwards.
Yeah.
Fucking
didn't
Dolly's
need to
over here talking
happen.
about Dolly's over here talking about morality, and I'm like,
Well,
I like when they
no,
go pa pa pa.
I mean, I get what you're saying, and that's true. It does suck because, like, everything you said was true, but we have 12-year-old boy brains.
For this movie, yeah.
And when it
We're
went
horny
on for
12-year-old
so
boys.
long, it's just so funny.
Also, Gilly is a little fucking bitch. Like, because we watched this because we love James Ranson, and when he killed the dog, we're like, fuck, we're not gonna lug him. But we're terrible people, unlike you, Dahlia. So even after he did that, we're like, na.
No way.
Na-na-na-na.
Unredeemable at that
Na-na-na.
point. He's like, my daddy told me I'm not supposed to be talking to you, but I'm going to talk to you anyway. And I'm just like, listen here, you little fucker. Like, what is the point of him doing that? Other than to be like, I have a big pee-pee. Like, I can be strong.
Yeah,
I
that's
can
Prove
pretty
it.
much why.
do what I want. And I'm just like, okay, all right, you got a big pee-pee. Okay. Like, you don't have to be like killing
Please
people.
stop. Please stop using the word pee-pee in this podcast. I'm gonna bleep this out.
I love that.
I'm calling the police.
Anyway, it's just not big dick energy, and
No.
I'm just like, no.
I want her to
Sorry.
prove it.
You know what was the
You want him
stupidest?
to prove it?
Do you know what the stupidest part of this movie was though? For me, is like his dumb bitch fiance is like, I'm pregnant, and he literally gives like zero fucks. He's like, do you think that this is about you right now? Okay, like nothing matters about you. Okay, like you suck. Do you think now is the best time to tell me this? This is very inconvenient. It's like, oh, okay, I'm sorry. My woman body, like, I'm pretty sure she wasn't really pregnant. I don't know.
No, I don't think she was.
So I'm just like this is like a real scene from like, you know, just picture it. Okay, Gilly is like a rich white boy, East Coast boat shoes, and then his girlfriend comes by, also privileged, but not really. It's privileged now because she's with her boyfriend, and she's like, I'm pregnant. And he's like, I don't give a fuck.
Do I
That's
look
how
like I give a fuck?
That is the
Do I look like
2021
I
parallel.
have 30 fucks?
I'm just like, what is wrong with you, my dude?
Yeah, I do want to say, like, this movie has its flaws with, like, you know, obviously, like, because it's so Western, there's slurs, there's a rampant fat phobia.
Oh, I love the
we're-
rapscallion and nincompoops.
Oh, but those words are great.
Braggadocious.
But we have 12-year-old brains. So the whole time he was being awful to them, I was like, but what if I just a little kiss right there? I just want to punch him around real quick. I want to slap him around so bad. Do you guys know?
I want to beat him with the cane.
I want to beat him with a. Do you guys watch Bob's Burgers, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
have seen Bob's Burgers.
Do you guys know that one, like, when Louise, the little one, she does not have crushes on people, but she gets a crush on a boy band?
Yes,
And she's
yes.
like, I just want to slap him. I just want to slap him. Just let me slap him.
Yep.
That's me. Like, that's all I feel. I'm like, I just want to slap him once. Just to
Oh
get it
my
out of my
God.
system.
It don't sit right with me.
That's okay, and that's
That's
fine.
okay.
We understand.
That's okay. This
We're
wasn't
just
for you.
fucking sick.
We're sick in the head.
We're sick beasts, okay?
I get loving the actor like beyond it, but like in his character, I can't do it. Man is handsome, but I'm just like I just can't do it.
Oh no, we don't love the character.
No,
though.
no, yeah, but I
Just enough
cannot.
to name a dog after
Not
him.
even
Just to name my dog after. It's a cute name, Gilly Martin.
It's like it's not enough for me to love the actor enough to not see beyond the character. Like that's why I love when like there's characters where they make me hate, like, or actors that make me hate their characters. And this is that same situation. I can't see past that as like, here is famous person that I love so much. That's where my barrier is. But you guys don't
I mean,
have
there are
that
worse
barrier.
things to be like where like when an actor talks or where a character talks and all you see or hear is the actor or actress.
Like Matthew McConaughey.
Beyonce in The Lion King.
Oh,
Thank
absolutely.
you.
Yes.
Yeah.
Terrible.
Not a great, like...
Love Beyonce. Respect her. But
love
no.
the character of Nala, but bad match.
Is there something you did enjoy from this film?
The dog, for sure. The dog really made the fucking movie. Like, whatever money they put to hire the dog actor,
Worth every penny.
every fucking penny.
$1 million.
I hope so.
I feel like also Ethan Hawke's character, you know, I feel like I wish I'd seen more of him because we just got that tiny glimpse of him, you know, in the war when he was, you know, in the ditch. And I just don't know if that was enough for me to really comprehend or understand what kind of pain he was going through. I know he's seen so much death and stuff, but what was the thing that really scarred him? Was it that, like, you know, woman and that child that were dead that really would, like,
so.
turned him around?
I think
or,
he
like,
killed them.
yeah, but I'm like, was that it? Was that the turning point? Or like, because, you know, it felt like it wasn't really clear. It's just
Not
like,
enough exposition on that.
yeah, like we just saw it and we're like, I guess I need to assume that because I also saw the dog in there. Like maybe that was their dog and he felt so bad. But also I'm like, how fucked up are you? I mean, he did leave his family. Like, he's kind of, I don't know, is it right to say anti-hero?
Yeah.
No, I think that's correct.
Yeah.
I think that's the best.
I mean, he's not a good guy.
No.
No. But they killed his dog. So.
And that's fair.
And so
That's fair
he
game.
He wasn't supposed to be the good guy. He was just supposed to be the mad guy.
I mean, like, you guys are pet owners.
I sure am.
If anything happened, I'm sure you'd go on a rampage.
I would murder whoever it was. I would poison whoever it was.
Why poison? Well, how would you murder the person that killed your pet?
However, they killed my pet.
Ooh.
But also something slow and worse.
Ran over my dog. I'm gonna run you over, but very slow. With a Zamboni.
Honestly, the priest is the fucking... I love actor Bern Gorman. Love him. He's in every little thing. He's the worst. I hate that character. The priest. He's nasty.
This son of a bitch came back. I thought he was dead. I was like, you again? And then he like pops up in front of Ethan Hawke's character. He like rose from the ditch. He's like, I gotta walk back to this motherfucking town.
I feel like I can smell his character.
I can smell this movie. It's
Yeah.
4D experience.
He's
yeah,
like
for real. Like all of them.
so
Just dirt and
excited.
sweat.
He's so
Ew.
excited too to be like, oh, I'm so glad you left me my whiskey, and that's it. Like, you thief, you said you weren't a thief. And then he totally doesn't care. He's like, bless you, my son. Thank you.
Thank you for bringing me back my Four Lokos.
Have you ever had a Four Lokos?
I certainly have.
I have.
I got real fucked up. I feel like 2 birthdays ago, I was fine. Then I had Four Lokos, and then that was the end.
What
Ah.
is that exactly?
It's just like high alcohol.
What is it? A beer?
Sweet drink.
Oh.
Is
It's
it
like
like,
a-
is it a malt?
Yeah, it's more
What?
like, let's say if it was like a seltzer, but if a seltzer had Coke. No,
Cocaine.
heroin. Had heroin.
Here, let me give you specific. No, they're like known for being like super high. I had it. I was outside a bar, and then they brought it out in a brown bag for me to drink because they couldn't bring it up, and so I drank it out in the streets. We like passed it. This is pre-COVID. Passed it around, took sips of the Four Lokos, and then I blacked out because of the Four Lokos.
Dude.
Dude. Then I fell and then cried in the bathroom.
Oh my god.
So Four Lokos is not. It's gotten banned in places and on for good reason.
I heard that it was whoever partook in Four Lokos like prior to 2012, that was like when that shit was like the most vile ever, because after that I think they took it away and then they brought it back, but they made it more
Safer.
safe. Yes.
Is
Not
it
safe. I said safer.
And I'm like, big yikes, because I was not a person who partook in alcoholic beverages in high school, but fucking wow, like people are like MD 40 or whatever, and Four Lokos was like the thing. But I heard that Four Lokos is like the most deadly in the before times.
Oh my god.
It's like the sugar, and with our adult aging bodies, it just you like what's the word? Absorb it quicker? That's not the word. Like, digest it. Like it just the alcohol you feel it quicker, and like it can go up to 14% alcohol, and it's very sweet, so it's very easy to drink.
It's like if they canned jungle juice, but like in toxic factories.
Yeah, that was the night that I had that I was fine. Well, I was drunk, but then I had the Four Lokos. That was the night that I woke up the next day, and apparently it smashed my leg against my bed, and I woke up with blood all over my leg, like a gash. And I was like, huh, I don't remember eating spaghetti. Like, I don't remember eating sauce. Because I didn't think it was blood.
Disgusting.
And,
I love that your first thought was like, I don't
Spaghetti.
eat spaghetti.
Spaghetti? In my life? It's more likely than you think.
we had dim sum that night.
Then why the fuck would you think that you ate spaghetti?
Bro, I was so hungover. I was like, I didn't have any pasta, and I touched it, and I was like, ow.
That's a hurtful pasta.
That's a hurt. Yeah, so Four Lokos, it ain't it.
Why
Deadly.
the fuck
Do they
were we
sell them in
talking
Vegas?
about Four Lokos?
Yeah, they still sell them. I
Oh,
think
they
in
definitely
gas
still. They
stations.
would definitely sell them here in Las Vegas.
We should do it for a hot boy summer.
No.
Oh, I don't know about that.
I'm not.
I'm good with.
I don't know what
making
kind of
cocktails
vile
that
movie
get me
we're
there.
watching to
Yeah.
drink Four Lokos.
No. I'm not saying. I say we split between the four of us. Four
No.
Lokos.
Dude, you can drink one on your own. We'll watch.
Do you want me to die?
Yes, actually I do.
Peacefully in bed. I want you dead, but peacefully in bed.
Right.
I can't wait to watch you die.
That's like Twisted Tea and me.
I love Twisted
Oof.
Teeth.
I love poetry. Tea and me. I love Dr. Seuss.
Oh God. What do you think they were serving in that bar in the movie? Like probably just whiskey or whatever.
Bourbon, probably just
That
rye
was
bourbon.
Twisted Tea. That was a shot of Twisted Tea.
That's what he had before he went to go punch Gilly.
I'm just
A
like
shot of Twisted Tea.
it's just something brown, just a brown liquor. You're like, I don't care. Sometimes I feel like in the before times it's like I don't even care what it is. Just like give me some brown liquor and I'm good. Take the shot. And like
hate
fucking
brown liquor.
brown liquor. Yeah.
Nah,
I'm just
clear
not
all the
into
way.
it.
Speaking of going clear, John Travolta. I thought John Travolta was very compelling. I forgot we watched the movie. I was too busy.
You
thinking
know,
about Four
the
Lokos.
range that the man has, you just gotta give it to him a little bit.
You can't deny it.
Going from
Grease.
Pulp Fiction and just absolutely hating his character to kind of sympathizing for him in this one, just a tiny bit. And you're like, I told you, don't mess with that man. And you're just like, you were right. Too bad. And he still tried to save his son.
Yeah.
Yo,
That's what you do when you have kids, though.
He also beat the
Yeah.
shit out of his kid, but honestly,
For
some kids
so
just
long.
deserve it.
beat him with a cane for so long.
While everyone
Okay, you
watched-
tell me
Okay,
what
it
the
was, like,
appropriate response is
necessary.
to
Yeah.
a man-child that kills another man's dog.
No, I just thought it was hilarious. I love how this scene just the scene just went on for so much longer than one would anticipate.
Dude, I like that they do go on for so long, but it's different camera angles, so you just really get it from all sides.
And man,
It's like bam,
It's like-
bam, bam, bam.
they all learned from that one that one scene from Footloose.
That's what started it.
Uh-huh.
Do you know
Maybe
that,
might
John
be the origin.
Travolta?
Is there a word for that? Just like a filming technique or editing technique that they use? Is
I'm
there a
sure
word?
there is. I don't know what the name is, but I'm sure there's a name.
Yeah.
What were you gonna say, Dolly?
I think John Travolta was also in Austin Powers.
What?
Was?
Yeah, in Goldmember.
Oh, it was like we didn't watch it, and he wasn't in there. We didn't watch it with him in it.
What does he?
Oh,
look
I
like
know
in that?
because I'm the expert in all of
In the
things
Austin Powers verse.
This is why I can no longer take your opinions for what they are, Dahlia.
What do you mean?
Like Austin Powers is your movie, and I kind of question that.
Bro.
All right,
yours is
Country Bears.
Bears.
Which I've never seen. What's so good about country bears?
Nothing.
No, it's
Nothing.
amazing.
Do they even sing? Do they dance? Are they in costumes? Is it animated? Is it
Oh.
puppets?
Girl, they in costumes.
Ugh.
Also, I just looked up a picture of John Travolta in Austin Powers, and what a wild look. No, it's no dig on you. I judge all of us at our core are the worst movies that we love.
I
I
don't
always bring up Feast.
Yeah, I do think that's the worst one.
We always bring up Sinister 2.
What?
Yeah,
I'm
but
sorry,
I
what was
don't
that?
love Feast that
That's
much.
who I judge you for. It's like whenever you do something, I'm like, okay, Sinister 2. Like that, like I can't, like I'll always go to that. Or if Tony says anything, I'm like, all right, Feast. You know?
You know what? It's not. We actually don't care if you love it or not. That's just.
But it's just the fact that I have that in my knowledge bank.
And it's also the fact that you own it on DVD.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like for me, when I say
No, it's
anything,
for,
because they're like,
Black
okay,
Box.
Country
At the
Bears.
Zia.
Also,
So,
you don't ever have to watch Feast. Ever.
no.
I don't want to watch it.
Okay, good.
It sounds.
I just can't fathom your reaction to it. Like, I don't want you to
sounds
see that.
extravagant, but it probably isn't.
There's one specific. Every time we bring up Feast, it's the one specific.
Can we talk
fucking
about it?
scene.
Because
I don't-
Dolly's
No,
not
no,
gonna
no,
watch
no.
it. I want to talk about it.
I don't want to talk about it because it's
No,
fucking
this
nasty.
isn't fucking therapy. We don't need to bring it up.
Well, I do feel traumatized by it because I remember watching that and being like, "That's fucking disgusting. I hate you." And you did that. That
The
exactly.
evil laugh.
uh,
Oh, God.
What else? What else about this? So
it's actually
sorry, I
the
keep
singular
forgetting.
part of that whole movie that probably, if it was done away with, you know, is it the same sort of situation as like whatever the fuck happens in Pulp Fiction? No, but it's gross.
what is done away with?
The scene that
Oh,
absolutely
oh.
just paints Feast a different picture.
Got it. Got it. Okay.
It's nasty.
I thought we were talking about In the Valley of Violence.
No, but let's
no,
get
no.
back to that.
Let's back to that.
So,
Quotes. Favorite quotes?
Do I look like I have $30?
That's it, baby.
that's
It's the only quote. Man,
Oh
No, the
God,
one
he
you
said
he
said
said
something. Ethan Hawke said something. He's like,
I wrote it down.
"Oh, thank God, I wasn't taking notes because I was enjoying the movie."
It is after they kill his dog. They say, "They left me with nothing. I'll leave them with less."
It was so perfect. I was like,
Yeah, that's
nice,
good.
nice. I just feel like, also too, you know, when the dog was hurt and he was being pinned down, I wanted to see more hurt and I wanted to see more hate in Ethan Hawke's eyes, and I don't think there was enough for me. I feel like he was tormented, but I don't think it was really reading across for me. I know his character is not really a person who cries, but I'm just like, I want you to be like slobbering from your mouth and be like, no, I can't. Like, please, like, let me go. I just need to help her. Like, you know, getting all ugly and like snotty.
Dahlia wants more ugly people in movies. She wants people to make themselves ugly for the film.
I want emotion. That's all I wanted.
That's fair.
And I don't think he gave it to me then and there. And I'm just like, boy, you know,
Boy.
even when he rose up from the ditch and he came to see his dog being like eaten by vultures, I'm just like, I need more. And he's just like, I'm a person that just doesn't have like, you know, any feelings anymore or whatever. He's like, I'm not a good person to Taisa Farmiga's character. What is her name? Marianne. And I'm just like, I get it. But I'm like, the one thing that you loved in the world that mattered to you the most, that you've probably been with for a couple of months, that probably meant the most to you than even your fucking family that you abandoned.
You know men don't show emotions.
Garbage.
Garbage people. I would say that another scene that I would love from this is when Gilly's trying to fight Ethan Hawke and it takes like 10 minutes to get him out of the bar.
Also a drawn out scene.
So funny.
Let me tell the whole town how excited I am to beat you up. And he
There's
hasn't
gonna be
even
a fight.
decided.
There's about to be a fight, guys. Gather.
Let me
There's
tell
gonna be a
all
fight.
10 people that live here. Guys, we're gonna fight.
It's gonna be big. I don't regret watching this. I'd watch it again.
I'd watch it again too.
Me too.
And I'd do it again.
Maybe I need a little bit of a refractory period, but
I don't. I'll go again. Round 2, baby.
I did like James Ranson's outfits as a black hat guy.
We're just all staring up into the distance. Mm-mm-mm. I don't regret staying up till 2 a.m. to watch this film.
So
And
would
talk
you
about
recommend it?
Yes.
Would you recommend it?
Yeah, I would recommend it. I don't think that anybody would watch it though. I would say like maybe you're not that interested in watching this, but I think it's worthwhile. You know, look at all these like A-list people that you've seen before.
I mean, this came out in 2016. Not too long ago. Long ago, but not too long ago.
5 years ago. Can you believe?
No, I can't.
Yeah. I think it's interesting as a Blumhouse film to be a Western. But that was really interesting to see how they did that. It was pretty good. Like I said, I don't like Westerns, and I was like, this is good. You don't have to lie, Dolly. You don't think it should be worthwhile to watch.
I'd recommend it to somebody. I just don't know, like,
Who?
if it's like a... I'd recommend it to anybody who's like, oh, should I watch this movie? Be like, yeah, I think you should watch it, you know? I don't know if I'd be, like, totally out there crazy and be like, yeah, you gotta, like, my enthusiasm showing through. But I'd be like, yeah, you should watch it. It's really cool.
you wouldn't steer them away.
No. I might sit down to watch it with somebody if they asked me to.
But you did.
Which
Thank
I
you
did.
for doing this.
I would force
At
somebody to
gunpoint.
watch it.
At
Yeah.
gunpoint?
Oh, we did that.
Like me?
Yeah. Well, we're biased, though. So.
True.
Oh, absolutely. But also, I mean, we went through a lot of bad movies, like, with hymns. Like,
With hymns.
Whoop.
what?
With hymns.
With hymns. Like,
With an S.
you know, I mean, the first one that comes into my mind that was, like, absolutely terrible that I was like, man,
Man, if I could
Man.
have that time back, I would.
Family Blood. That was a terrible movie. Great concept, terrible movie.
James Ranson, if you're listening to this, I'm so sorry they did this to you, sweetie. You were great. They
You
didn't
looked
do
damn
justice.
good, girl.
You look damn good.
You look
You look
damn
so
good.
bland. You looked so bland in the AA meeting. He was like in a fucking like beige sweater. What a great like costume for the character.
It's
But
a vampire movie.
It was
one
so
of the
bad.
worst vampire movies we've ever seen.
It's also on Netflix.
Man, if you
Don't
wanna,
watch it.
if you want to waste some of
I
your
might
life,
No, I don't recommend that one. It was
Yeah.
not great.
But if you like James Ranson, there's plenty of movies we can recommend. The fucking Bloomin' Onion. Love that one.
I actually really did like that one.
Bloomin'
What is that
Onion?
movie actually called?
It's called
Bloomin' Mud Shuffle.
Why
It's
are
like
you
a
seeing
slice of
these
life movie.
weird fucking movies that have very long names, except for Tangerine?
I was like, Tangerine's not that long. It's one word.
Bloomin' Mud Shuffle's like
slice of
super
life.
indie. Yeah, it was really good.
Like honestly, there's literally no plot to that movie.
Yeah,
Interesting.
it was really good though. He's really good in it.
Yeah,
And the one with Josh Peck was not great, but he was great in it.
The Timber. That was another like.
What is that movie about?
It's like two brothers,
It's
and
more
they're
like
trying to go
Alaskan
find
wilderness
their
as opposed
dad.
to like Western.
Yeah, they're looking for their dad.
Yeah,
Interesting. They
And it's
put
like-
him. They put him as brothers in that movie.
yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
That one was a movie.
That was certainly something that was filmed and edited
Someone
and
spent money.
released.
Someone made this.
Someone sure did.
But
He's-
Tangerine above all, I think.
Tangerine was a good movie,
Yeah.
He's not even that big of a like
but
character.
but so impactful.
So
I'm just
impactful.
impressed by that movie just in general because of the message of the actual movie, but also that it's filmed on an iPhone.
I would watch that, and then I would like your clean reaction to when James Ranson comes on screen.
I have seen his part of the movie where he's in the diner
But the build up, oh,
The build up.
Yeah.
the build up. I was high during that movie.
You named your cat after him in that movie.
No, I didn't name him specifically after. I honestly didn't even make that connection until afterwards.
It was
The cat,
subconscious.
Yeah.
it wasn't an active choice. The cat's name was Cheeto. What's the first thing you think of that's an actual name after Cheeto?
Chester
Orange.
Cheetah.
Chester.
Cheese Puff.
Man, I'm glad no one trusts you with an animal.
Blueberry.
Quetzal's gonna get a cat and name it something really fucking weird.
Brown.
You're gonna be like that person that names a cat Duck.
Yeah, I would. I'm gonna name him Rat.
I love the energy that you still have right now to laugh and wheeze.
It's 2 a.m. I'm sleepy energy. It's manic, if anything.
They were like a cat. I'm gonna name my cat Rat. I'm gonna name my cat Snake.
I'm gonna name my nap.
You can't
That's
even
a
talk
fucking
anymore.
too
We're
much.
all so tired.
You're gonna
I
name
came my
your,
name.
You're gonna name your cat Elephant.
I hope it was worth staying up for.
Absolutely.
Now I have-
Anything from a man's and for you guys.
You guys got to hear my sexy voice at nighttime.
Ooh.
Because now I can't
Ooh.
talk. I can't be any louder than this right now. Unless I'm very excited. Ooh.
No.
So would I recommend this movie? Yeah, I would. I would recommend this movie. I like the costumes.
Yeah.
The sounds, I did not even pay attention to the sounds until literally the end of the movie. Great actors. Hot cast? Yeah. I would say that they're attractive, except for except for Taissa Farmiga. I'm in this particular one. I feel like she is like an odd beauty, but like for some reason she just looks like she's 12, and I don't know. I feel
She
like they
stuck
did
with
her
that
kind
look
of
for a
dirty.
while.
I'm just saying I think they did her dirty like for makeups and like wardrobe, even though I know that she's supposed to look lesser than her sister, who's, you know, fiancée to the deputy of the town, blah blah blah. But I just don't think that they did her justice. But on the regular hot cast, I would say
I'd say so.
you guys would say so only because of Jam Ramcom.
Absolutely.
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 Yes.
Didn't even matter who was there. Danny DeVito could have been there, and you would have said the same thing.
Bro, if Danny DeVito's in any film, it's hot cast.
Okay, Rat.
Yo, can I just name my cat Danny DeVito?
You sure
Well, I have my-
can.
You can do whatever
This,
you want, pal.
I know this is an audio medium.
Oh my god!
Okay, for context,
Oh my
they just
God.
pulled out the pillow that
My sister got me for my birthday. It's one of those like reversible sequins.
it's like the
And-
mermaid pillows, and
Yeah.
when you rub
When
It-
you rub on it.
Rub
When
on
you
it.
Rub one out.
there's the reveal of Danny DeVito's face.
When I rub one out on this pillow, Danny DeVito appears.
Y'all nasty.
Ew.
Jesus.
He just appears in the room and tells me, "Good job."
Wow, the pillow does that? I thought the rug does that.
What?
Wait, what?
Rug munching?
Oop.
Ew!
The rug talks?
Rum Tum Tigger.
Skimble Shanks.
God.
Oh,
The railway
another cat joke. Well, thank you guys for joining us for this bonus episode. We'll see you on our regularly scheduled episodes next week.
Or, yeah.
Whenever you see us.
Bye, losers.
What a train wreck.
Fantastic.
We really said rub one out on a pillow for Danny DeVito.
In the first episode, you said you guys are gonna bust a nut. So.
Oh yeah, dicks out for Danny DeVito. Can I have that on a shirt?
No.
Merch.
No.
Dicks out for Danny DeVito.
Nope. I don't think we should allow any sort of like celebrity names attached to this.
I'll ask him. I'll ask him on
For
Twitter.
You'll ask him.
I'll
I'll
email
ask him on
him.
Twitter. The fucking bet. I'll ask him on Twitter.
I
100% believe you would. I'm just gonna say no, it's not gonna happen.
I think he'd allow it.
Oh, I don't care if he'd allow it. I won't.
Oh my god.